What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets radio. You saw some good, you saw some bad, you saw some ugly, you saw some frustration, and you're probably annoyed right now in a 33-18 loss. Jets lost to the Eagles. I guess the game starts out where you have the great return by Berrios. The Jets capitalize with a touchdown pass to Elijah Moore. And you're like, all right, Zach is off to a good start. You feel good. 6-point, touchdown. The kicker comes out and misses the point after. And you're like, you just won a kicking competition. They cut Amendola, which was kind of like, you're like, this is just crazy. So the defense comes on the field and is absolutely getting manhandled. Gardner Minshew played in place of Jalen Hurts. So you knew going into the game the Eagles had a very good run offense, but Hurts out makes a big difference. Now you had to worry about the passing ability of Minshew, who's not Joe Montana by any means, but whatever. So needless to say, Dallas Goedert just lights us up in the first quarter and a half. I think he had almost 100 yards receiving going into the second quarter, 98 yards. So the Eagles go down, march down the field, they score a touchdown. The Jets bounce back with a second drive in a row where you saw some very good play calling from Mike LaFleur. You saw Zach Wilson spread the ball around, Crowder, Elijah Moore, Ryan Griffin. They did a lot of really good things. They go back down the field again. They score a touchdown. I believe it was a Zach Wilson running play and another missed point after. And you're like, you've got to be kidding me. Get this kid out of the game. The kicker now is a liability, so you can't really worry. Your offense is going to be all offense because you can't worry about any kind of field goal because you're not going to make it. That kind of changes your approach a little bit as well, but whatever. Eagles get the ball, march right back down the field and score. So now it's like basically you're thinking this is going to be a shootout, but if we were being honest, we've always said, listen, the Jets lose 41-38, but Zach Wilson's playing very well. I'm okay with it. Like, you're fine with it because you're seeing the offense grow, the quarterback grow, and everything else. So the Jets come back out, and they're playing very well on offense. The problem is the defense can't do anything, and it's probably some of the worst defense we've ever seen as Jet fans for a long period of time. The Eagles are having 6, 7, 8, 9-minute drives, and they can't get off the field. So. And including in that is like untimely penalties on, third down, penalties on fourth down. I think the Jets defense had four penalties that resulted in first downs. So that doesn't help. So you go to half, it's still a game. You're excited. You're like, let's see what happens in the third quarter. The problem you have is the Eagles get the ball to start the third quarter. And I think it was like a 9-minute drive they had to kick a field goal. The Jets offense goes on the field. Obviously, they're going to be a little bit cold. They haven't been on the field in probably an hour at that point. They do a 3-and-out. And now you're like, here we go. Because now if the defense can't stop anybody, the offense can't stay on the field, it's going to be a huge problem. And it was. Eagles go down again, and the game kind of gets a little bit out of hand. The Jets had opportunities to make plays on offense, and they were just completely out of rhythm at that point. Zach missed some throws. He had a bad interception. Elijah Moore had some catches that you'd hope to see him make, but he didn't make them. And there it goes. The game just kind of spiraled out of control at that point where the defense, after playing poorly, just couldn't stop anybody. Then they got tired, too. So you throw in that factor, it wasn't good. And it's just another lost opportunity. I think my takeaway from this game is, other than needing a kicker, is that Zach Wilson showed you some glimpses. In the third and fourth quarter, he was out of sync. He made some bad throws. But these are the rookie experience. The wide receivers didn't help him. The offensive line started to fall apart. LDT got hurt. Then Michael Carter also got hurt, the safety. Corey Davis, to me, is becoming an enigma because he was obviously not healthy going into the game. Then every time he tried to make a catch, he would either re-injure himself or be hindered. If he's like that, don't let him play. Keep him out of the game. But, this is just a game that was a winnable game. They didn't win it. The defense is bad, and nobody really gets held accountable. I don't know why. The safeties always seem out of position. And the weirdest thing with this is that Saleh always preached that run defense is a matter of will. It's a matter of who wants it more, who's going to be more physical, and they gave up almost 200 yards rushing today. So I guess my takeaway is Zach showed you some really good things early on. Second half, not so much. The defense has been atrocious. You're seeing a lot more emotion, a lot more passion, a lot more pride out of Saleh as the games go on. He's definitely more active, working the refs and stuff like that. And the officiating in the NFL has been horrific all year long. It's so inconsistent where you don't understand what the calls are, what they aren't. One play is a pass interference, the next one's not. It's very hard as a fan to decipher what's going on. So overall, it's a loss. I'm not overly angry about it. I predicted a loss because I thought the Eagles were a better team. I thought they'd be more physical on both sides of the football. The Jets' offensive line early on did their job. Second half, not so much. And you just move on. I mean, next week they have the Saints at home again against a very good defense, probably a bad offense, but I don't know. So I'm not sure this made any sense. I'm just tired of dealing with I hate losing, and I hate watching really poor play on defense where they took your soul. So have a good day. Talk to you tomorrow night.